Yo, welcome back to the Fivezone channel. Today we're gonna be reacting to the Outdoor Boys. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you this fast. How does this guy do it? He is too good, bro. Cause watch this.
Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and it's a cold winter day here in Alaska. And I'm gonna spend the night out here with no tent, no sleeping bag, no tarp.
How the hell is he not gonna, I don't know, get sick or something? No tent, no sleeping bag in the cold. How is he gonna survive, bro? But, I mean, let me learn. Let's get it.
I'm gonna be surviving well. I'm gonna show you how to do it too.
Go to Alaska, people.
I'm gonna try to go up in those mountains. There's no trails, so we're just gonna have to find our way.
So is there no wild animals in Alaska?
You can see there's a lot of deadwood around.
Like, do you think there'll be any wild animals to attack him?
Plenty of wood to make my shelter. There's also a lot of rabbits around. I'm seeing snowshoe here.
Rabbits? Really?
Snowshoe here tracks.
I wouldn't think that rabbits lived it, to be honest. Come on.
Or snowshoe hair tracks. Be a good place to set a snare.
God damn. How is
Well, I
these?
got a late start, and the sun's gonna set
So
on me in
much
2 hours,
snow
so
in
I'm
it.
really
Trees are down
looking for the
everywhere.
outside. I don't have time to build an elaborate structure, so I need a site that will allow me to get something comfy quick. I'm not sure exactly what that will be.
Realistically, do you think there will be any comfiness living or sleeping on wood? I don't think so, to be honest.
There's a lot of good firewood around here. All this standing deadwood is perfect. You can rip it right off without a saw, so it's very quick and easy. And it's standing, so it's not covered in ice and snow, so it'll burn well. I can also tell from the type of trees that this isn't muddy, swampy ground. You really don't want to set up your camp on top of a frozen swamp, only to have it thaw out and turn into a mud hole.
Yes.
Check it out, it looks like a bulldozer just went through the forest.
Oh.
That's from a windstorm. Fire came through this forest.
Windstorm? Does that?
And then a windstorm came
That's
up,
crazy.
And all the dead trees didn't have the strength anymore. They just flattened them. They only flatten this area on the ridge because the ridge is more exposed to the wind.
I think he can take that and do
See
something.
something down there that might make a good campsite.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Come on, Luke. And the Outdoor Boys. You think you can fall through the snow like your whole body? That would be, to be honest, that would be fun. Just go, poof, done. That'd be interesting, to be honest.
I haven't had anything to eat since breakfast. It took me way too long to get out here. And the hiking's been harder than I expected. This is what I was looking for.
Yo, bro's got a gun.
One of these large dead trees has fallen over in the windstorm, and this root ball is pulled up. It's a giant fireproof wall I don't have to build, and that's a really good thing.
How do you think he knows this stuff? Is it from experience, or did he learn this stuff and that's why he does it?
A lot of wind today, but I'm in this little nook along this ridge, so it's pretty sheltered over here. And certainly is a lot of dead wood. So I think we need to start getting going, build a fire.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it is cold. It's got 0 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Yeah.
I was all sweaty when I was walking around, but
It must be cold, bro. Minus degrees. God damn. Doing this in minus degrees. You probably couldn't even sit there for a while without getting like extremely cold. That would be crazy uncomfortable. Okay, let's go fire. Made the fire, bro. sick, don't be sick. All this to make a fire? But you need this much wood to make a fire? Or is it just like fire for like the whole time he's dead?
So all I'm going to need is a piece of char cloth. This is just an old linen shirt that I charred in a fire. You want to hold it.
You can do that?
Close to where the sparks are going to go. Just need one of these sparks to hit the char cloth. See, there we go. See? Tunnel in the bird there. Now we're going to wrap that in a cotton ball.
The cotton will catch on fire. Yeah.
Let's get this down.
Ooh. Yo, got fire W. I want to see what he eats in these conditions.
There we go. Starting to catch. Oh, run my fingers out.
Cold as hell.
I used all my char cloth and all my cotton balls to get that started.
Char cloth.
You don't want this fire to go out. It's going to get even colder tonight, I'm sure of it.
How's he not extremely cold by just wearing that in minus 18 degrees Celsius? How's he not freezing in that?
I'm just building the biggest bonfire I can. I want to melt all
Where's he gonna
the snow
sleep?
around my shelter. I want to heat up the ground and heat up that roof ball. By the time I get ready for bed, everything's got to be bone dry and warm.
Where's he gonna sleep, on the snow? Because the snow might actually be comfy.
Build the fire up tall because all the heat just goes up. I want to spread it out so that it'll melt that ground as evenly and quickly as possible. Alright, next on my agenda, I need to find 10 straight small spruce trees.
What trees? This is spruce trees? Is this what he's gonna use to make his bed? Oh no, it was pretty long, so you know, you could use it as a bed. You're really crazy uncomfortable. What if it just falls onto the fire? All this hard work and that thing just falls onto the fire. That would be so unfortunate and crazy to be honest. Oh no. Was that wood for the fire? I don't know. Is it?
This time of year, the sun
No,
sets
it
at
wasn't.
5 p.m. Won't be up until 10 a.m. That's about 17 hours of darkness. So I'm going to have a lot of firewood if I'm going to keep from freezing tonight.
Come on. Crazy, you have to find the right tree and everything.
Because I've got to work in the dark so much, I've got to bring a ton of lights, both for the camera and for myself. Every time I do one of these trips, I bring about 5 to 10 pounds worth of batteries and light. I'm getting pretty thirsty, so I'm going to start melting some snow.
How does he walk with that many batteries? And food and all supplies and stuff. That's extreme. That's like weightlifting.
I filled that pot full of snow up to the brim, and you can see it's only about a third full of water. Got to melt a lot of snow.
I think that's clean.
to get water.
Do you think he can drink that? Maybe because he has no other choice.
Pieces of wood in the bottom of the pot. No matter how clean the snow looks, there's always stuff in it. It's harmless, but you don't want to drink it. I'm gonna probably have to do this 4 times tonight. Need a lot of water. Rain keeps beeping at me.
Low
Saying low
temperature.
temperature warning. Hey, we're gonna put it in my pocket. Feels like it's getting below 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
80 minus 18, that's
Really
crazy.
affected by the cold.
What if the lights just stop working? What would he do? You think he's gonna just find or use his phone's light? Does he bring a phone? That looks horrible.
That's a decent pile of wood. That's a good start.
I think he's gonna make the bed, I think.
There we go. Got myself a shelter. Took me about 3.5 hours to build it. It is roasting hot in here.
Roasting
It's like sitting
hot.
inside a pizza oven. All this dirt below me and behind me holds the heat really well. So
See
I've
the
got
smoke
heat
coming
ready,
out when he's talking?
coming out from below,
That's how cold it
fire
is.
off to my left. It's,
How do you sleep, bro? I'm telling you, I could not sleep on the logs. It would be
got a few more
too
things
uncomfortable.
before I sleep, but I'm so hungry I need to stop and make some dinner. Alright.
Let's see, yeah.
For
Is
dinner,
that steak?
I brought along some moose ribs.
Oh, moose ribs.
These are just 2 ribs from the moose I shot this fall.
He hunted it himself as well. That's crazy.
Got some garlic, salt, and pepper. Alright. You want to cook these on a low heat, very slowly.
How does he know when it's cooked? Does he just check every like 5 minutes? Like, oh, is it good? Like, does he have to? Has he done this so much that he's like, yeah, I know when it's gonna be cooked?
Buried in hot coals and dirt. The coals are really hot right now, but they're gonna cool.
What if it's burnt? Would you still eat the burnt one? Or would you be like, oh, nah, I'm just gonna skip out on dinner today? I think you would still eat the burnt one because you can't skip out on dinner.
Gloves are pretty wet already. Just hang it out. It's drying. Gotta get everything dry before bedtime. You can see how wet my boots are. Look at the steam coming off them. I gotta get those dry too. While I wait for those ribs to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and make up some bread dough. We got some bread flour and yeast in here, and just add a little water to it. Bread dough mixed up. I'm gonna let it just sit by the fire tonight. By tomorrow, it'll be nice and fermented and ready for meat bread.
That's crazy. Guys, preparing for tomorrow. Nah, that's crazy. Steam coming off.
Soup for dinner.
That's why you needed so much water for the soup. That's why. You think since it's minus 18 degrees, if you don't eat it as instantly when it's hot, you think it just turns cold in like 2 minutes? Because that would be crazy if it's like that quick it just turns cold. It'd be so annoying as well.
Alright, I'm going to add a little ugali to my chicken noodle soup to give it a little bit more calories. Ugali is just ground up white corn maize, and it's a staple food in East Africa. It tastes like grits, and it's a great way to give a stew a little bit more body to it.
So scared.
Oh, I can smell the goose. It's cooking real too fast.
It's reducing the amount of heat. Come on, that's chicken noodle soup and that.
fancy, just a thick chicken noodle soup.
To be honest, you can't ask for much when you're in minus 18, and you just gotta eat what you have. Oh yeah. Holding his legs, he's like, he.
Check out this moose. Oh yeah.
By the moose. Yo. This guy cooked it.
Pretty soft.
Did it right, to be honest.
Yeah, beautiful piece of moose meat. Those ribs are good. We've been eating a lot of moose this fall. That moose I shot had 567 pounds of meat. We donated all but like 30, 40 pounds of meat. But still, that's a lot. We've been really enjoying it.
I'm not. You guys have moose for years. Barbecue sauce.
That came out just perfect.
This stuff must be crazy good.
Oh, that was delicious. Oh,
Like when he's like sat there, when he hasn't eaten anything, it must feel good to eat something.
A roaring fire, got firewood drying around the side of the fire, and my bed's pretty warm. I think the biggest problem is going to be my back.
Oh yeah, he does take his phone. Yeah, there it is.
It's better than sleeping on concrete with only bed. The only thing to sleep in I brought was this wool blanket. But honestly, I'm going to use it as a pillow. I'm going to put my hip bone right on the balaclava to try to keep from hurting my hip in the middle of the night. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to try to get some sleep. I'm pretty tired. Anyway,
W outdoor boy.
And we'll see how this goes. All right. Good night.
Yeah, that fire looks sick. Bro sound like Batman.
My back is killing me. Stayed mostly warm throughout the night. Had to get up and stoke the fire a bunch. Even had to go cut a little bit of firewood around 4 a.m. And my back was sore. I never sleep well sleeping on one bed like this. I mean, it's better to sleep on the ground, but it's hard. My bread dough rose a bit. One side's frozen and the other side's warm. Kind of like me. I need to get some more coals going for my breakfast, so I'm using this thinner stuff to make coals. Didn't bring a cooking griddle or anything like that. This is real bare minimum camping today. So we're going to make bread straight on the coals.
I think when it tastes, it'll be like not as good because it's like, you know, literally on the coals. Tastes a little bit burnt, you think?
It's looking pretty good. Yeah.
Collecting water. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, it's not. I thought that was bad. Got himself a boss. Great sandwich. What's that? Is that barbecue? What is it? Is that honey?
Melted butter and warm honey.
Oh yeah, it's honey.
Oh, that's pretty good. Flour is such a great backpacking food. It's so light, it's non-perishable, and it just makes the most delicious things. Well, it's about 8:50. We're starting to see some color in the sky. Sun's gonna be up probably the next 30 minutes or so.
Just chilling.
I'll tell you what, it was definitely below zero and I stayed warm. My back's killing me, but I was warm. And I've tried out
Mission
a lot of
successful, I
survival
guess.
shelters, and hands down, this is my favorite one if you're dealing with cold weather. If you're getting rained on or snowed on, or there's lots of wind, a lean-to might be better. But if you're just straight up trying to survive the cold, this is the best. The shelter isn't complicated. The key is just making sure you warm up the ground and warm up whatever's going to be behind you. The second key is to try to get your bed higher than the fire. Heat goes up, and so that if you're slightly elevated, you're going to catch a lot more of that fire's heat than if you were down on the ground with the fire. I think this shelter would work in even colder conditions than what I got right now. Just make these rails longer, and then if you start to get cold in the middle of the night because that root ball is cooled off too much or the ground underneath you is cooled off too much, I would just take this fire and kick it underneath the bed, and scoot the bed over here and switch places with the fire. And you can just do that every couple hours, and then constantly be above hot ground. I think if you had plenty of fuel and you just kept switching sides like that, you could probably last in like -20 or some really awful temperatures. You wouldn't get much sleep, but you would make it through the night. Well, it's fun, but I think it's time to pack it up.
Let's see. Oh, do we go put back the wood? The logs. That's it for the fire, just throw snow at it. Simple. That's it.
Well, you might have noticed this video is a bit shorter than my typical video, and there's a couple reasons for that. One is, I am exhausted. My wife Rebecca and I just got back from a trip to Palau, and we're super jet lagged. I'm finding now I'm sleeping on that hardwood. I'm wiped out. But it was one of those things where time was tight. If I was going to get any video, it had to be a short video. Oh, check out these wolf tracks. Man.
Isn't it dangerous to see like a wolf? But this guy don't care.
I'm keeping this video short. This month marks the 11th year I've been doing YouTube videos. I've done over 1,000 videos. And when I started doing YouTube videos, it was a fun way for me and
Over
my son to
1,000?
spend time together. But they're in school now, and I can't just pull them out anytime I want to go do these adventures. So I end up going by myself. And it's kind of blown up into this whole thing where now YouTube is taking me away from my children. And while there's a time and a place for dads to go do stuff on their own, it's gotten a bit much. And when I'm gone like this, it's a sacrifice to my family and my wife. So I'm going to keep this video short. I'll only be gone one night. Try to get home and see my family.
Fair. So yes, that is the video. Hey, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.